happening, fellas? If you're looking for a early 70s or mid 70s bike for AHRMA racing or something to add to your collection, check this bad boy out. This is a 1975 Elsinore CR250. This was set up for AHRMA racing. It's got a lot of really cool custom parts on it. Starting with the rims. Zoom in on those rims, Kenny. Brand new. We'll start at the back, work our way forward. Brand new Takasago XL gold rim. New spokes. You can see the hub's been completely restored and repainted. New wheel bearings. Brand new gold chain. Brand new tire, mid-terrain tire. It has a set of, I think these are Works Performance shocks. I'm 95% sure they're piggyback shocks. And probably the coolest part about the bike is the swing arm. It's a gold anodized 70s DG style swing arm with the more modern axle adjuster. Is much better than the stock one. You can see heading up from there, it has the custom cone high pipe on this bike, this is the first year of the high pipe. The motor's been completely repainted. It's got a new spark plug wire. You can see the carburetor is an oversized Mikuni with a custom air filter, and it also has a spacer, which I believe is a reed block spacer. I'm not positive, I didn't dismantle it, but I'm 99% sure it's a reed block spacer. Very pipey, very fast, over 30 horsepower. The frame appears to be in good condition. The frame rails on the bottom are not smashed in like is pretty common for these vintage bikes. Has an oversized set of foot pegs, a more modern foot peg. IMS pegs, which are really nice. Those are probably 150 bucks. It's got a nice drilled shifter. Just a beautiful bike. It's got a nice seat, the CR250R Elsinore logo. Heading up to the top, you can see the original aluminum gas tanks. Got the original aluminum gas cap on there. Brand new set of Renthal bars. Nice set of Renthal grips. It has a new brake lever, new cables. It has an MSR, quick adjustable on the fly clutch adjuster, a new kill switch, has a new front number plate, new side number plates. Heading to the front of the bike, another brand new Takasago XL rim with a Buchanan style spokes. You can see the hub's been restored. Just a beautiful piece. Very flashy looking for this era, for sure, with all the gold on it, and the gold chain, gold rims, gold shocks, gold swing arm. Just a badass piece to display or race. The guys bought it in, cleaned the carb, cleaned the air filter, put a new fuel line on it, put some fresh gas on it, it fired right up. This is part of a collection of motorcycles we purchased. Part of the auction we're having this month, we've got about 180 bikes that we're prepping. So we couldn't finish this bike. What's it take to make it track ready? Well, it does need a set of steering head bearings, so that'll be noted in the listing. Absolutely needs steering head bearings. And also, this needs to be welded. There's a crack right here in the fork lower. Mario said he could do that here, but we're backed up 6 months. Any decent welding shop could probably weld that for about 50 bucks. The steering head bearings are probably for under 100 bucks, steering head bearings. Fix that, and then buy a set of fork seals for it, because the fork seals are leaking just a tiny bit. But you can see the fork, the chrome on the forks looks to be really, I can't imagine those are the originals. It looks like they've been replaced because they're in excellent condition for a 50-plus-year-old bike. Renthal bars are nice and straight. So literally thousands of dollars has been put into this bike in performance, hop-up goodies. The motor is super tight, starts, runs great. Clutch transmission goes through all the gears great. The brakes work. That's about it, man. Just a couple things to get it to the finish line or to the starting line, depending on how you look at it. The paint job was done by the previous owner. It's an amateur paint job. There's a couple dings in the tank right here, right here, right here. I mean, if you wanted to get fancy with it, I mean, he set it up to race it. So if you wanted to get fancy, you could strip the paint down, take the dents out, put a world-class paint job on this thing, and you got yourself a serious classic piece. We're selling it as is. Like I said, the paint job's not perfect. There's the steering stem and the front forks, but it does fire up and run really good and shift through the gears and picks the front end up really easy. But I wouldn't recommend riding it without putting the steering head bearings in there, because it affects the steering, and that's a safety issue. So it's a beautiful piece, really. And if you wanted a display item to hang from the room of your bar or put in your collection, this is going right into the museum right now in the Elsinore section with the other vintage motocross bikes. It's just a kick-ass piece. Got a lot of curb appeal for sure. If you have any questions, give us a call, 860-454-7024. See you at MX Rewind. God bless America.